They sent students to hunt a beast. The human returned with a pet, again. The assignment. The Interstellar Academy's survival curriculum was infamous. Each term, cadets were dropped onto a hostile world, stripped of comforts, and ordered to track and neutralize one of the local apex predators. It was a test of courage, strategy, and teamwork. For most species, the challenge was terrifying. For humans, it was Tuesday. I should have expected that. I had already witnessed Daniel Holt, the only human in our class, survive freezing storms without panic, fight predators twice his size, and shrug off wounds that would have killed me twice over. But this was different. We weren't being graded on endurance this time. We were told to hunt. Into the wild. Our drop zone was the thick, violet forest of Karas 4. The canopy blocked most light, leaving the ground cloaked in shadows. The air stank of musk and rot. Our target, a vector hound. Calling it a hound was misleading. These creatures were four-legged nightmares, armored hides bristling with spikes, jaws strong enough to shear through steel. Even veteran soldiers avoided them. Cadets, our instructor had said before the drop, you will not return until you have proof of the beast's defeat. Proof. Meaning teeth, claws, or a carcass. Whispers of dread spread through the group. I admit it, I trembled. Except Daniel. He grinned as the shuttle doors opened. The hunt begins. We spread out in squads, each armed with stunners and tracking gear. The forest echoed with alien cries. My squad found tracks first, deep gouges in the mud, trees clawed raw. The beast was near. Form ranks, our leader hissed. Weapons shook in trembling hands. That was when we heard a growl. Low, resonant, vibrating through our bones. The shadows shifted, and two amber eyes glared from the underbrush. The vector burst forth. Claws the length of blades, teeth dripping with venom, hide thick with natural armor. It roared, and half my squad bolted in terror. I froze. Death loomed above me. And then, a voice. Calm. Human. Easy, boy. The impossible. Daniel stepped from the trees. No weapon drawn, no armor raised. Just his open hands. The beast's head swung toward him, jaws wide. Any other cadet would have been torn apart. But Daniel didn't flinch. He crouched low, making himself small. His voice softened. Not here to hurt you. You're just hungry, huh? The beast snarled, pawing the ground. Daniel tossed something from his pack rations, dried meat. The creature snapped it up. And then it's Saturday. I swear on every star above, the monster sat like a domesticated animal. Daniel reached out slowly, hand brushing its armored snout. It rumbled, not in anger, but in pleasure. The walk back. Hours later, cadets straggled back to the rendezvous point. Most were shaken, empty-handed. Some carried scraps of armor or broken claws as proof. And then Daniel appeared. He strode into camp with the vector beside him like a loyal hound. Its spines bristled, its amber eyes scanning every cadet, but it stayed close to him, calm. Mouths fell open. Some screamed. One instructor dropped their datapad. Daniel just shrugged. Figured killing it was a waste. He's a good boy once you get past the teeth. The beast, the same beast we were supposed to hunt and slay, sat obediently at his feet. The debrief. Instructors argued, voices rising. The exam required proof of defeat. Daniel scratched the beast's chin. Seems defeated to me. The creature wagged its spiked tail like a domesticated pet. The rest of us. We whispered in disbelief. No other species would have dared approach, let alone tame, a vector. Yet the human had done it with scraps of food and a steady hand. And it wasn't the first time. Weeks earlier, during a different trial, Daniel had returned with a smaller predator at his side, another pet. We'd thought it a fluke. Now it was a pattern. The fear. That night, as the instructors debated whether to disqualify him, I sat awake, staring at the beast sleeping peacefully near the human. I thought of what it meant. We had been taught that humans were survivors, deathworlders hardened by fire, storm, and predators. But this wasn't just survival. This was domination of a different kind. Predators recognized predators. The Vectar hadn't yielded out of kindness. It had accepted Daniel as something greater. And that terrified me. Aftermath. In the end, the instructors had no choice but to pass Daniel. His beast was living proof. More than that, it obeyed his every command. When we boarded the shuttle home, the Vectar climbed aboard with him. Regulations bent, broken, ignored, no one dared argue. Daniel just grinned at the stunned cadets. Guess I'm starting a collection. The lesson. I used to think the galaxy's apex predators were the Hull Wrath, the Vaya assassins, the karate war beasts. Now I know better. True apex predators don't always bear fangs or roar. Sometimes, they smile, extend a hand, and walk beside monsters like old friends. And when that predator is human, the galaxy will never be the same.